Hi, I'm Casey Fick with the State of Missouri Deferred Compensation Plan, and this is your October 2013 video edition of the DC Update. There are several tax advantages that come with participating in the Deferred Compensation Plan. Perhaps the most immediate benefit is that any pre-tax money you defer from your paycheck will lower your taxable income. In other words, the more pre-tax money you save each paycheck, the less you pay Uncle Sam. The end result is that your take-home pay will not be reduced by the entire amount you contribute to the Deferred Compensation Plan. This is an important fact to keep in mind when choosing a contribution amount. In today's Adding It Up feature, we'll explore the Paycheck Calculator portion of our Retirement Track tool to illustrate how your contributions affect your take-home pay and any future retirement savings balance. To use the Paycheck Calculator, visit modeferredcomp.org and click on the Retirement Track button in the right sidebar of the site. Then choose Paycheck Calculator. For our example, we'll assume an age of 45 years, an annual salary of $35,000, a semi-monthly pay frequency, a 1% annual salary increase, 2 withholding allowances, a 6% state tax rate, a status of married, and yes for both the FICA tax and defined benefit retirement plan questions. Next, we'll assume a deferred compensation plan account balance of $16,000, an expected rate of return of 6%, and 15 years until retirement distributions. On the following page, we'll assume a per paycheck contribution of $65 and leave the remaining fields at 0. Finally, on the pension benefits page, we'll choose Moser's MSEP 2000 Emperor's Year 2000 plans for an employee hired after June 30th of 2000. What you'll see in the current pre-tax savings column on the results page is a breakdown of how your pre-tax contributions affect take-home pay and how much you can expect to save by retirement based on the previous assumptions. Additionally, you can compare those figures to an alternate savings scenario that, in this example, assumes no pre-tax contribution. Notice how the net pay amount is only $52 more in this scenario, despite that $65 contribution in the current pre-tax savings column. That's because you save about $13 on taxes each paycheck by contributing to the plan. It's also important to note the expected plan balance at retirement in the alternative scenario. In this example, contributing $65 to the plan each paycheck added more than $36,000 to your expected balance at retirement, but only minimized your take-home pay by $52 each pay period. Adjusting the sliders in the alternate scenarios box will illustrate how changes to your contribution amount and expected rate of return will impact your bottom line, both in the short term and at retirement. If you're thinking about enrolling in the Deferred Compensation Plan for the very first time, or simply considering an adjustment to your contributions, the custom Paycheck Calculator is the perfect place to start. Missouri Target Date funds are the default option in our core investment lineup. In fact, as of September of 2013, over 35% of the plan's assets were held in one of our 13 Target Date funds. Introduced to the plan in 2009, these fund options are designed to be a comprehensive investment solution that targets a specific year of retirement. You simply choose the one fund closest to your retirement year, and an experienced portfolio team will guide your investments to and through retirement by investing more aggressively in the early years and more conservatively as you reach your target retirement date. Because they are managed by investment professionals and adjust automatically, these funds are designed to be low maintenance. However, we still encourage you to understand how they work and why they are the right fit for your personal situation. Here are a few key points to remember. It's not necessary to invest in multiple target date funds. A single Missouri Target Date fund is a comprehensive fund option based on your anticipated retirement date. Mixing multiple target date funds could have a negative impact on your retirement strategy. You are not required to choose the Missouri Target Date fund closest to your retirement year. You can choose the fund that matches your risk tolerance. Generally speaking, the higher the target date fund number, the more aggressive that fund is. Target date funds do not eliminate risk. Target date funds are diversified to minimize market risk, but just like any other investment in the market, there's no guarantee your assets will grow or be protected from a market downturn. And finally, a target date fund is not the same as a single stock or bond fund. Therefore, it's inaccurate to compare the investment performance of a Missouri Target Date fund to the performance of one single stock or bond fund. Target date funds are made up of multiple components, including stocks, bonds, and other diversifiers, working together to provide a complete portfolio solution. A single stock or bond fund possesses different objectives and risk profiles and cannot provide a complete portfolio solution on its own. Visit modeferredcomp.org and click the Missouri Target Date Funds button in the right sidebar to learn more about this custom investment option. Convenient online account access is an important benefit of participating in the Deferred Compensation Plan. With a few clicks of a mouse, you can adjust contribution amounts, view personal performance, designate beneficiaries, transfer assets, and complete a host of other transactions. There are currently 2 ways for you to access your online account. You can log on to the Missouri State Employees Self-Service Portal, also known as the ESS. The ESS is a convenient way to access multiple benefit providers using one user ID and password. To access your Deferred Compensation Plan account, log on to the ESS, click the Benefits tab, and then choose Log Me In to the Deferred Compensation Plan. You can also visit modeferredcomp.org and log on in the right sidebar of the site under the Tools heading. If it's your first time logging on, click the Create Your Own Account button and follow the directions. Please note the following requirements when creating a password. This DC update includes cumulative auto-enrollment statistics by department as of September 1st of 2013. View the text version of this update for the full report. Thanks for tuning in to the October 2013 video edition of the DC Update. If you haven't done so already, please join our growing online audience at Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Connecting with the plan online ensures you'll be the first to know about important plan news, savings tips, and much more. Until next time, this has been Casey Fick, Communications Coordinator for the State of Missouri Deferred Compensation Plan, your smart, simple savings solution.